Okay, so the next thing that I will show you is how to do a grant adjustment notice. So we have a lot of times where maybe you've purchased an item and it's come in over budget, or maybe it's come in under budget and you need to borrow some money from somewhere else and make the reimbursement happen. So let's say that our cameras came in, we purchased our cameras and we budgeted $20,000 and they came in and they're actually $22,000. Oops. That's okay. We can help you with that. It's not that big of a deal. But what you have to remember is, for the Secured School Safety Grant, the expenditures have to be allowable. They have to be approved. So if the Secured School Safety Board approved you to purchase cameras and an SRO, you can buy cameras and an SRO. What you can't do is not buy cameras, buy door locks and an SRO. Or not buy as many cameras and an SRO and then buy door locks or something like that. For the Homeland Security Grant, we're a lot more flexible. The reason that we can be more flexible is because our executive director is the Homeland Security advisor. So he is the be-all, end-all for the Homeland Security grants. So he can make final decisions on how those dollars are spent. So if and this happens a lot with our Homeland Security dollars, is someone may say, hey, we want to buy 5 radios, and then they come back and say, we changed our mind, we don't want to buy radios, we want to buy a giant monitor instead. And they can do that. That's not that big of a deal. But with the Secured School Safety Grant, is the Secured School Safety Board is made up of 7 individuals. So our Homeland Security Director is only one person of that 7-member board. He's obviously one of 7 is not a majority. So we can't make approvals like that. So if you have instances where you want to make changes to your budget that are significant, you need to contact Kim Stewart or Beth Mahan or Dan Goris, and we need to have a discussion before you decide to do that. So if you want to make adjustments to your budget, just a quick, like I was just saying, this $20,000 and the cameras came in over budget, so we want to make a quick adjustment, we can do that. How you do that, if you scroll up here to the top of your budget, you can click right here where it says create a new GAN. And there are 2 different types of GAN. There is a budget GAN and there's an end date GAN. A budget GAN is when you're making adjustment, obviously, to your budget. An end date GAN is when you're needing to ask for more time. So a budget GAN is what we are wanting. In the notes justification box, this is where you're wanting to explain why you need a budget GAN. So we will explain that our cameras came in $2,000 over budget. Need to pull from our SRO line item. And then click Create GAN. What this will do is it will pull up a version of your budget, and you can scroll down here, and we will click Edit next to our camera's line item. We will then change our amount to what we need it to be. So we need it to be $22,000. And we will hit, we will hit Save. We will then scroll down to our personnel line. And we need to reduce it down to $28,000 because right now we're over our $100,000 project. So we will make it 28 and we will hit Save. You can see that our GAN budget is still $100,000. And then we will hit Submit. Again, it's important to always hit the submit button. We don't know that anything is there unless you hit submit. So now our GAN is in submitted status. So now we wait until Kim and the Grants Management Office have a chance to approve it. GANs should only take a couple of days to get approved. Typically, it should take no longer than 3 or 4 days at the most. It depends obviously on whether we are in the office or whether we're out teaching seminars or whether we have staff development or maybe out sick, something like that. But typically it should just take a couple of days for those to get approved. If you see that a GAN has been sitting for any longer than 2, 3, 4 days, please call our office because that is definitely unusual. It should not sit any longer than that. So please call us if something's been sitting for longer than that, and we will definitely check into it. So let's go back to our activity logs, and you can see again that all this has been tracked. You can see our budget GAN has been submitted. It was submitted at 1:43, and look, it was approved as the PM and admin, Kim Stewart, at 1:43. She was Johnny on the spot. So we can go back to our budget. And if you scroll back down, you can see that it's been updated. Cameras at 22,000, and our SRO is now at 28,000. So again, as easy as that, it's not that difficult to do. But if you have any questions, please call our office, and we are more than happy to walk you through that. So I think with that, we will take a quick maybe 10-minute break, and we'll come back here about 1:55 and walk through the reimbursement process and the agreement tracking and equipment inventory, and then we will be done. So we'll take a quick 10-minute break, and then we will be back.